Hey guys, it's Babypowder and I'm coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides where I show you how easy it is to make lots of gold with less effort and without a group. And today's gold farm, this was actually shown to me by Golden Routes a while ago. We actually did it on one of my streams, and it's actually, really cool. I mean, it's something where you can get like things like the motes of harmony. You can do it in open world instead of having to do some LFRs, and yeah, I thought it was really good. Plus it's also another way to get some of those greens that you can disenchant. So there's another way to make gold. You can disenchant a lot of the greens other than like the weapons, and make some gold off doing those Pandaria enchants that sell really good. Also, I wanted to let you guys know the reason why you haven't seen a mailbox cleanout yet, as a lot of people probably already know there's some issues with the auction house getting back, sales and stuff to you. And I have actually realized there was some items that have actually gone missing that have posted, one being like volatile water. So I have decided to go ahead and just wait until next Sunday, and hopefully I will have my items returned to me by then. I'm hoping. It might still not be, but I will still at least do the mailbox clean out either way. It just doesn't seem right, as I'm doing like a kind of thing where it's like materials versus pets versus, transmog, which I'm not sure if I've missed any transmog, but it seems like it's only the stackable items. So basically materials, so they wouldn't really have a fair amount come, if we will have done a clean out for this week. So just let you guys know that's what's going on with the clean out. That's why there isn't one yet. But I will just combine both weeks, and I still am holding everything in the mailbox right now to do it next weekend and just do both weeks combined. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and get into the video and see how it's done. All right guys, so for this farm we are, which actually, you may have already seen this if you've been doing. I was actually unaware of this farm until Golden Routes showed me, but I do believe there are a couple other videos up on this, and people have actually introduced this farm before, but definitely was happy that he showed it to me, because it's really good. I mean, the spawn rate is awesome. So for the greens and also getting motes of harmony, it's really good if you're not trying to do like the sky shard farm. And I still believe you get more motes than you actually get from sky shard, and you get from doing like timeless isle or something like that. But basically where we are right now, we are located right here in the Valley of the Four Winds, kind of up on this little plateau here, where a lot of the like dailies and stuff you would do for like your farm and stuff like that are located. And anyway, there's all these neutral goats right here called the stout shaghorns, sorry. And there's a whole bunch of like different packs of them all set up along this plateau, and that's basically where you put your potatoes. And it works really good. I mean, these mobs right here, I mean, they spawn so fast, and they spawn these little packs. Like, let me show you right here. So I'll sit here and spam my macro, and I would do for like my minute and 45 seconds like I always do. And it might take a little while because you're still waiting for your potatoes to kill theirs, but as soon as they do, they come up, see, just like that. And then you have these nice pretty piles all over the place to go loot, which is kind of convenient. Some people like to have everything right there together, so they're not having to loot a whole bunch of different small packs. And actually it's a little bit faster now that we've got it rolling here, as you see. I mean, you just get tons. And also, if you were looking to get some skins from this, or even if they're not all that valuable, I mean, look at all these mobs in this little bit of time that I've been spamming this macro. I mean, this would be like a Skinner's delight right here. All these mobs so close together after you're done looting. But yeah, basically you just sit in one spot. I chose to put my main at this spot right here, since they are going to be the one actually going around and looting, because I remember when I did it with his stream, I actually put mine like kind of down towards the bottom plateau here, and I actually had an issue with looting all the spots. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at everything I did loot, which I'm gonna go ahead and pick these up. I usually don't, but the bag value thing's not really working anyway, so might as well take advantage of it and get it. But anyway, as far as your potatoes and everywhere you're going to loot, make sure that you're using your looter ring on your potatoes while you're going around looting. by hitting the same, hitting the key bind for your little ring, and make sure they're all, assigned to the same thing on all your potatoes. You have your first one set up right here. And this one is a little bit different because basically all of them are set up right where all the mobs are. But this one, you kind of need to take on 2 packs of mobs, which is why it might have taken a little while for us to get them to respawn, at the very beginning when we first started, because they probably had to kill both packs before we start to get our respawns. So yeah, they're killing 2 packs here, this one and that one, so they're just sitting here on the hill kind of in between. And then you have another one over here where triangle is, killing this one, right to the left if you're facing down, to the left of diamond over there. And then right down from that one and down from where your main sitting here, because you're kind of in like the halfway spot right here. As I mentioned, I wanted to put my main there because they are going around looting and we'll be getting majority of the loot, so I want to make sure that they're able to get all these spots and not only able to loot like a couple of them, because I was actually sitting like, I think down there when I was doing it on stream with golden routes, and I think I was only able to loot like this pack and that pack and maybe that one up there, but I couldn't loot the others. I was out of range when I was doing the killing phase. But your next one, like I said, is just right here where square is, just killing this pack here. You have another one right here where circle is, killing this pack right here. And yeah, like I said, basically they're just right in front of where all the packs are. And this one, you could even, I don't know, it might be a little bit of a long stretch. You might be able to even try putting one of your potatoes right here and actually putting, because it seems like this potato up here where they're killing the 2 packs is getting majority of the loot out of all the potatoes. At least you might be able to put another one up here if you did that, but it might be a little too far stretched. I don't know, you'd have to try. I didn't try it myself, just an idea I kind of had when I was looking at it. But yeah, definitely awesome. As far as how many spirits of harmony I got when I was doing this, I did calculate it all up, and for an hour I got 92.4 spirits of harmony. So it's really not bad. And on top of that, I mean, you can take these spirits of harmony, and if they're not selling for the greatest value on your realm, you can always trade them in at the spirits of harmony vendor and get something else that might actually be more valuable, but just gives you the option. And honestly, I'm probably just going to post the spirits of harmony because I can actually farm the other stuff myself. And it doesn't hurt to have multiple things up on the auction house at the same time, because I mean, some materials will take longer to sell, some materials will sell overnight, and also depending on when somebody needs it, even if it doesn't usually sell overnight, it might. It's always a good idea to have a big variety of everything up. So yeah, that's, I've said that over and over again. It's definitely, good to do all these farms when you have a good supply. When you're actually still working on just starting out and getting that supply built up, yeah, you might want to hit a couple of farms over and over again, especially if some are some really good sellers. But once you get that stock built up and some of those items start selling a little bit slower, make sure you venture out a little bit, and here's one that you can try. And on top of, like I said, on top of the spirits of harmony, that's not like the only thing you can go after. I mean, you also get tons and tons of green. I can't tell you how many times I had to clear my bags out. Tons of greens that you can actually disenchant and make those panda enchants and make some gold that way, or possibly even sell the actual enchanting materials yourself. Up to you which way you want to do it, but I know those panda enchants are definitely some awesome sellers. Basically, like the elemental force and glorious stats are the 2 big ones from that, to make with those enchanting materials. And guys, I figured I'd add this in case you were wondering, which I'm sure a lot of people already know, but if you're wondering where to turn in those spirits of harmony in order to try to trade them off and get something else, here's the spirit of harmony vendor right here. This is the one for the horde. We're right here in the shrine of the veil of the eternal blossoms, and we're at the shrine of the 2 moons for the horde. And you would actually, there's another shrine right down here for the alliance. I can't remember what the name of it is. I think it's the shrine of the golden lotus or something, or something like this, golden something. But anyway, yeah, that's where the alliance is, but it's basically the same spot. As soon as you come out the door, it should be like right here, and you'll see the stuff floating around them. This was called Danky, and this is the one for the Horde. And as you see here, these are the items you can trade the spirits in for. Like I said, I mean, I only got 42. Well, now almost like 43. But 42 on my main. As you know, they're on different realms. But total, I got 92.4 total through all the toons. So basically, this is what you can trade them in for. You can actually trade in your Spirits of Harmony for some Starlight Ink, some Wimble Cloth, a 20 stack, some herbs. You can get a 20 stack of the Spirit Dust, which is used to, you actually usually make the Mysterious Essence, which actually would be better if you did trade it in for the Panda Enchants and get more of those. Just go ahead and trade in for the Mysterious Essence, because usually that's all you do with the Spirit Dust is just, make it into the essence. So you can make those enchants. You can get 2 of the Golden Lotus. You can get the Ethereal Shards, which you can actually break down to these, but then again, still it's best just to get the Mysterious Essence. Ghost Iron Ore. You can get the Caparite Ore, or you can also get some Black Trillium Ore, which actually those might be the best way for me to actually do it, is just try to get those. White and Black Trillium Ore. Exotic Leather, which you can actually just get if you were scanning the mobs yourself. You can get some of the prismatic scales, which don't seem like they're too bad either. 20 stack, and they're selling them around for 20 gold a piece. Or a Serpent's Eye. So yeah, definitely some other options there if you decide that you do not want to actually go ahead and try to sell the Spirits of Harmony, which like right now they're actually only at 40 gold a piece on my realm. So it might be best for me to trade some of them off, but you never know. You don't know really if they're going to sell faster, which might be more important to you than trying to sell one of these ores here or the scales here. So anyway, guys, wanted to show that to you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, another thing that Golden Routes actually said or was trying to do with that farm was actually get the Golden Lotus buff, which you actually can't just buy the flower. You actually have to pick one of the herbs, but you get a buff where you get these little treasure chests, kind of like you do with the Potion of Treasure Finding, but it only lasts, I think it was like 15 minutes or something like that. So it doesn't last throughout the whole farm. So you try to get one of those before you actually start doing it, so you can actually increase your gold that way. And that's something you could also possibly try to do if you want to spend the extra time doing it, but that actually takes more time and puts more time into the actual farm. So I think it was good enough just the way it is without actually needing the buff. But you can actually take that route, especially if you just get lucky and find one on your way there. Alright guys, well, I hope you really enjoyed the video on the Motes of Harmony with the goats out there in the Valley of the Four Winds. And thank you again, Golden Routes, for showing me that farm. It definitely is something I will probably hit up a few times now, especially if I don't need to go farm Sky Shards and I need some of the greens anyway for the Panda enchants, as I usually always do, because they usually sell super fast. And it doesn't hurt to get that many of the Motes of Harmony as well. So definitely a really cool farm. I hope you guys decide to check it out. Also, if you have a Skinner on your team, make sure you take one of those out there. You can get some of those leathers as well to add a little bit more to your farm. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and make sure you hit a thumbs up down below. Also hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you make sure you don't miss another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides. And also, don't forget about the links down below. We got links for Twitch and Discord, and also for Facebook and Twitter. That's about all I got though, guys. It's Babypowder. Peace. I'm out.